Hi, welcome back. I was browsing at Ulta the other day and I was trying to find things that some of you all I knew had recommended in my comments that I just have not gotten around to trying, but also just kind of hunting for things that I hadn't seen a ton of reviews on. Now, I'm going to be the first to admit I am very behind on drugstore launches. I don't know what it is. I've just not been seeing a ton on my feeds and people talk about, I don't know. Well, this will explain where my head is at. So I'm going to be using some Pacifica products today. I'm not joking. While I was in Ulta picking out these makeup items, I thought I was looking at Physicians Formula. Like, I just now realized I picked out Pacifica. I thought it was Physicians Formula. I went in looking for the Physicians Formula, like, butter foundation, because a lot of you recommended that. I guess my Ulta's gotten rid of Physicians Formula because, consciously thinking back now, it was nowhere to be found, but I stopped at the Pacifica booth thinking it was Physicians Formula. I'm just now looking and realizing, no, honey, you purchased Pacifica. So that's where my head is at currently. But I do remember several of you telling me to try this Pacifica Kind Tint. A lot of you all like this. So I got it in the shade 17. I think it's going to be a pretty good matte. Oh my God, there are two giant hairs growing out of my mole. Wow. Apparently I haven't looked in the mirror in a while either. Okay, I just did a grooming session. Apparently everyone in my life hates me because they've not told me about these three giant hairs that were coming out of the mole on my face. Okay, so right off the bat with this Pacifica tint, I do not like how it is applying with a sponge. This is not, does the world hate me today? I just lost all of my natural light. Okay, I hate to be a negative Nancy here, but this is oxidizing so orange on me right now, and I have zero coverage. There's absolutely no coverage coming from this, and it has dried down so like matte and unforgiving on my skin. I don't know what's going on. I don't even know if I can fix this. Which one of y'all recommended this? Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and call that and say it's a no. It's a no for me. I'm not gonna continue with it just because, I mean, it looks horrible. It's probably one of the worst complexion products I've tried in a while. And I know I just put half of it on my face, but it was even turning orange on my hand and it was dried down almost like paint on my hand, but it's supposed to be like a healthy skin tint. So it didn't pass the vibe check. So I'm going to use my Neutrogena Sensitive Skin Serum Foundation in light medium. This gives such a like healthy, luminous look to the skin. It feels super moisturizing. I need all the moisture I can get right now. And it's very easy to apply. So we're going to correct with that. So my eczema has died down a little bit. I've been using that Skin Fix brand. I got it during the Sephora sale and it's been working really well. I've actually only been using their moisturizer on my face, but I got their body creams and their body wash or shower oil. It's like targeted for eczema and I have really been enjoying it and I've noticed a huge difference. I honestly think I'm now an allergy like detergent girl. I think my detergent is like triggering a lot of my eczema, and I was hoping I'd never get to this point, but I think here we are. Okay, this was a new concealer that I saw. I mean, it's new to me, but it's probably not new in general. It's the Ulta Beauty Youthful Glow Concealer. I got it in light cool, and I got a few Ulta Beauty brand products because I've had pretty good success with them in the past. So I'm just gonna use this again where I have a little bit of redness. Seems like a pretty good color for me. Generally cool tones, they look extra pink, but this actually just looks really neutral. Not too shabby. There's not a ton of coverage happening here. I would compare this to like a YSL Touche Eclat formula. However, the e.l.f. concealer, the brightening concealer. That's one that has a similar formula to this, but you get more coverage out of it. So I'm going to say, like, if you're into just really, really lightweight coverage, it looks really nice on the skin. But I'm not getting a ton of coverage out of it. So just be warned. Yeah, just be warned about the coverage level on this. Very lightweight. It does look, it's, you know, it's blended in super nice, but very minimal coverage. I do feel like I want a little bit more coverage, so I'm going to use the Icon, the Legend, NYX Bear With Me concealer. This looks so good, and it gives flawless coverage. I just, like, can't get over this formula. It is so exquisite and high-end. Like, I definitely feel like NYX took this formula, like private label formula from Dior, because it does. I've compared this to my Dior Forever Skin in the past, and I think they're so similar. I like this Milani Supercharged Bronzer. I have it in a lighter color, but it's a little too light for me, even with like my fair skin. So they had several darker shades, and I got 160 bronze voltage. You can see here, got a good amount of pigment to it. The one I have, I think, is the lightest, and honestly, it kind of just looks like a blush on me. So I wanted to pick up a darker color. Yes, yes, she is serving. This is what I wanted. Also, the color I have is a little orange. This one definitely runs a bit more on the cool side. Cool. I like it. I will say I think it is suited as more of like a summer product because, again, it does run on the sheer side, but I definitely like this 160 shade better with my skin tone. So moving into blush, we're having another Pacifica moment here where I literally thought I was buying Physicians Formula. I was like, wow, Physicians Formula, I've never seen these fluffy blushes from you, even though it clearly says Pacifica on the label. So I don't know what's wrong with me, but it does seem a little sheer when I blend it out on the back of my hand. Definitely feel like if I apply this with a sponge, it's not going to show up. So I'm going to go ahead and just apply this with my, I'm going to apply it with my fingers, and this is in the shade Bloom. It kind of reminded me of a NARS Orgasm situation. But as I'm applying it now, it's not really as peachy. Also, I think it might be removing my base products. I'm not loving this, I'm not gonna lie. I am having to be very tedious for very little payoff here. Wow, Pacifica is not winning for me right now. Yeah, I don't love this. If you had a skin tone even slightly darker than mine, good luck getting this to show up, because I've tapped about 5 layers on now, and it's not doing it for me. I'm gonna take this Honest Beauty blush because I know these have a ton of pigment, and it's in the shade Coral Peach, and I mean, look, like like that one little tap from the Honest pan was enough to do both of my cheeks. So I'm sorry, I need a little bit more. I'm all about sheer, but I need a little effort, you know what I mean? Okay, let's hope for a better outcome with the eyes. I got a couple of things that I think are gonna be winners, okay? The first thing is this Glow Shot liquid shadow from NYX. It kind of just looks like a nice little primer, and I'm going to put an Ulta Beauty shadow on top of it. Rudy Berry talks about these bouncy eyeshadows from Ulta, and I picked up the shade called Gelato, which I think is really like iconic. I think a lot of people have tried that one. So let's hope we have a moment with these two products. I'm first going to start out by kind of just using this as like a base. Now, I don't expect this product to let's say, be like super opaque and pigmented. I know it's kind of just supposed to be, yeah, blending it out. It's kind of just like a sheer wash, which is totally fine. That's kind of like what I was hoping for, because I do want to pack another shadow on top of it. So I'm kind of just using this as like a primer. If you're someone that just likes a really soft glow, this could be something that you might be interested in. It is blending out really smoothly and evenly, so we love to see that. Also, this shade is called Golden Goji, just very sheer, like shell tone color. And this is the bouncy eyeshadow from the Ulta Beauty collection. Like I said, it's in the shade Gelato, and I'm just gonna apply this with my finger. This is definitely like a powder to cream formula. Oh yeah, I like that. I like how creamy this applies. Honestly, I feel like it was probably like irrelevant to add that NYX base first because this feels pretty creamy. I like it. Yeah, it's pretty soft and natural. I'm going to do the unthinkable and use a liquid liner. I've really been wanting another brown liquid liner. I used to love the L'Oreal Cat Eye. My Ulta didn't have that one, so this is the Infallible Grip Precision Liner in brown from L'Oreal. And I'm just going to really lightly try to just use it to define my lash line. I kind of like the L'Oreal Cat Eye one better. It was a little bit more flexible. This one has like a stiff felt tip, but the Cat Eye one, the tip on it was like super flexible. This one, like maybe a little bit too precise. Okay, and I want to take a dark brown just to kind of deepen this up. It's a little boring right now for me. So this is not drugstore. Don't kill me. It's the Make It by Mario Ethereal Eyes palette. I have a little demo of this on TikTok. I was going to upload it to Shorts and I accidentally deleted the draft off my phone. And YouTube Shorts won't let you take your content from TikTok and repurpose it. So it's only on my Instagram and TikTok. But you could go to my Instagram via your phone, via your desktop, and watch it there. It's just a quick little demo, but I will be using this more in upcoming videos. I'm going to use the like shimmery brown in here. A little bit of mascara. I have three lippies to use. They're all kind of in this mauve category. The first is the Ulta Beauty Automatic Lip Liner in Shimmering Mauve. Then I also got one of the Ulta Beauty Glossy Sticks. I've heard that these are really good. This one is in the shade Chill Pill. And then Pacifica has one last chance to redeem themselves. This is the Glow Stick Lip Oil, and I got it in Crimson Crush. So let's just go ahead and try this first because I feel like it's going to be super sheer. This is what it looks like. It feels really nice. Yeah, I like the way that feels. It actually smells really good as well. It's very comfortable on the lips. I don't see this having like a ton of lasting power, but I'm going to pop on a little bit of this lip liner to kind of help make it stand out. The lip liner is literally the exact same color as the lip oil. But yeah, it did help define a little bit. I am going to, let's just finish it. Let's try this glossy stick on top. I have a feeling it will be a similar tone, probably pretty sheer. I do appreciate that Ulta like guards our life with these sills, you know, for sanitary reasons. But they are so hard to get off. Oh, okay. Yeah, this does have a little bit more pigment than the lip oil does. Would you say this is glossy? I wouldn't really say, in my opinion. When I think glossy, I think of something like the Tarte Maracuja Juicy, like lip balms, or like I know Hourglass has some like that now. I haven't tried those. This is really comfortable, and if you know, between the Pacifica and the Ulta one, I'd probably go for the Ulta one because it is more pigmented. And I like the shape of it. I like really, you know, slim shaped lip products that help me contour and define the lip area. Oh, yeah. Okay, speaking of juicy, I got one more thing. This is the Juice Infused Lip Oil. I have one of these. It's like the more pigmented tinted version. They have these, which are like super clear and sheer, and then they have ones that have more pigment to them. So I got one of the clear ones because I do really like this formula. It feels very luxe on the lips. And since, you know, really the lips aren't that glossy, we'll just add this to it. It smells good. I know this one has a name. The number is 367 on the bottom, but I feel like it had like a fruit name maybe. Okay, here we are. This by no means is my favorite look that I've ever done. Also, not my favorite affordable haul that I've ever done, but that's what I'm here for, to test things out. I would say probably my ultimate winner. Definitely already love these Ulta Beauty lip oils. They feel so hydrating. They're really juicy. We love a good clear gloss, and these come in no matter which shade you get. There's like 5 shades. They're all going to come off clear, but they do have ones that have pigment, and I also like those too. So those were already a winner for me. I like the Ulta Beauty Gloss Stick. Ulta Beauty, I know that I am on the back burner for trying these. I should have tried a lot of these products a lot sooner because I know a lot of you like them, but Gloss Stick, I mean, she's pretty. She's affordable and she's pretty. The Bounce eyeshadow, I don't anticipate this formula to have a super long wear to it. I could just tell, like by the way I was applying it on my hand, that it probably is gonna have some fading by the end of the day. Maybe the NYX base that I use will help it out, but overall for a quick pop on the lid, I mean, she's really pretty. And again, this one was in the shade, I think I called it Gelato. It's called Italian Ice. I like the way this feels, and the color was pretty. They had several other shades you could pick from. If you're someone that probably doesn't care about reapplying a lip product, then you may like these, but I had no issues with this. I actually really like the tone of it. Youthful Glow Concealer. I would say, honestly, I would pick the e.l.f. one over this. It wasn't bad. Did I love it? No, it didn't really blow me away, but it also was not a bad formula. I judge formulas on how they lay on my skin, how they show texture. We all know that skin tint, it did not make the mark, but I have no complaints with this. I would say though, if you're going for a cheaper alternative that gives you a little bit more bang for your buck, the e.l.f. Brightening Concealer. I love a good affordable, like retractable lip liner. I don't own many of them. The Sephora Rouge Gel, I own a ton of those. They're like my favorite affordable retractable lip liner, but I do have another shade that I didn't use. It's called Mocha. I'm gonna test these out a little bit more because it was hard to tell since I did use it on top of another lip product, but I'm gonna say it's probably like a winner. Then the Milani cream bronzer. This is not gonna be everyone's cup of tea. It is very sheer, but if you struggle with cream bronzers, especially ones that have a ton of pigment, then this could be somewhere that you start. Absolutely stay away. These just made me really mad using them. I cannot remember the last time I used something like this that just immediately looked horrible. This was turning orange as soon as I put it on, and it dried down like paint. Like, I don't know, skin tints, they're usually flexible, creamy, hydrating. This one, it's fine if you're gonna give me a little something, but I got like zero coverage. It was just like an orange veil on my skin that clung to everything. So Kind Tint was an absolute no for me, and the Fluffy Blush was an absolute no. No payoff whatsoever. I just kept layering, and honestly, it just disturbed what I had put underneath it. So this formula, unfortunately, you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of the NARS cream blushes that are in the little pots like this. I had a really hard time with that formula as well. Something about it is just too slippy and not enough pigment. So yeah, this is very comparable to those NARS. Are they the soft matte cream blushes. I mean, I know they have the soft matte cream concealer, but I can't remember what they named. You know, if it's in this little guy from NARS, then it was a no for me too. So that's my little haulage review. I hope you enjoyed seeing some of these in action. Keep an eye out next week. I am going to be doing a full face of like my favorite brands Black Friday sales. So each brand that I love products from, I'm going to do a full face so you can see how they apply, what my opinion is on them, and then corresponding down in the info box, I'm just going to share like what they're offering for Black Friday, Cyber Monday sales, just in case you're overwhelmed and you need a fast little breakdown. I plan on probably posting that, like, should I do the 24th, like Thanksgiving night? I know for me, I mean, we're just like chilling on the couch doing nothing. Normally that's when I start like browsing stuff. So I can post it then, or I can wait till the 25th. Let me know what you would prefer. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.